All right, hey everybody. So welcome to the first of three 50 Shades videos. So what I'm going to be doing is putting down my thoughts on video, talking about how I feel about this franchise, and reviewing the three films of the franchise. Because like over the years I've talked about it, but like I've never actually done like full videos, actually giving my thoughts on the movies. And of course, we're going to start off with the film that kicked us all off. 50 Shades of Grey. This is based on the novel by E.L. James. It is directed by Sam Taylor Johnson. It is written by God knows who, because the credited writer Kelly Marcel, she came out to say, hey, they did not use my version of the script, so, who knows who wrote this thing. And it stars, of course, Dakota Johnson, Jamie Dornan, Jennifer Ely, Eloise Mumford, Victor Rusk, Luke Grimes, Marcia Gay Harden, Rita Ora, Max Martini, Callum Keith Renee, among many, many, many others. And you know what? Of course, I'm going to be talking about these films because I really don't care what anyone thinks. I love the absolute ever loving shit out of this movie and this franchise. I don't think it deserves the hate that it gets. I thought that back when I first saw the film back in 2015, and after many rewatches, I feel the same way every time I watch the film. The show me how bad it can get scene lead up and then the belt all the way to the end never fails to bring tears to my eyes, and Johnson and Dornan are absolutely pitch perfect in these scenes. Which brings me to Dakota Johnson is an absolute godsend and is absolutely perfectly cast as Anna, and whoever had the decision to cast her deserves a raise. She brings a much needed strength to Anna, and she gets a chance to laugh at some of Christian's more ridiculous lines. Yes, I think that we can all agree. I think whether you love or hate this franchise, Dakota Johnson is a godsend. Dakota Johnson is the reason to see this franchise, even though I will talk about another reason to see this franchise, because I don't think that this person deserves nearly the amount of hate that he gets. But yeah, no, Dakota Johnson is far and away the best thing about this franchise. I thought that she did an amazing job with this. She definitely brought more of a strength to the character. You can definitely feel that they were definitely trying to fix the character, because there were some issues in the book when it came to the character in terms of being written very much like a doormat, being very much written, at least in the first book, being written like a doormat, being written like so young and so naive. And I think that Dakota Johnson's performance like really fixes a lot of that. And it's like one of the greatest decisions to actually have her laugh at some of Christian's more ridiculous lines. And I think that she and Jamie Dornan do have a lot of great chemistry, which brings me to the person that I really do not think deserves nearly a tenth of the hate that he gets. Jamie Dornan is fantastic in this. I mean, he actually turns in a legit performance and is absolutely heartbreaking as Christian, as you see him wrestling with his trauma, unable to admit his true feelings. I know he gets like a lot of shit in these films. I know that he gets like a lot of attacks, but I never understood the attacks. I thought that he was actually turning in a real legit performance. I actually really do like his performance in these films. We will get to like some of my issues with especially him when it comes to 50 Shades Freed. But like at least in this first one, like I really did feel like that Jamie Dornan just never deserved even a tenth of the hate that he got. And I think like one of the worser parts of this is that he's literally saddled, like whereas Dakota Johnson got to fix a lot of the issues with Anna, Jamie Dornan really did get saddled with like a lot of the issues, really did get saddled with a lot of Christians' worser impulses, and he really did have to act out like a lot of Christians' worser lines and some of like his worser actions. And so to me, but I mean, I thought that I thought he handled it like a champ, and I actually did like his performance. Yeah, let's talk about the sex. The sex is steamy, but one of my biggest issues I think with this film, especially when it comes to the sex, is that it feels so clinical. It feels so cold. It feels so cold, especially compared to the other films in the franchise. Um, you can definitely feel the choreography, which, I mean, like, when you're watching a sex scene in a movie, you should not feel the choreography. You should not be sitting there going, like, okay, this is how they did it on set. Like, oh, this is like, okay, so I'm going to put my hand here. You're going to put your hand here. I'm going to move my hip like this. You're going to move your hip like this. Or, talking about the first, the playroom sequence set to Crazy in Love, you can literally feel the choreography in that scene. It doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel, in the moment. Like, you can almost feel the choreography. You can almost feel like every single, beat trying to, hit the music. Where it's like, you got me looking, smack, so crazy, my baby. I'm not myself, baby, I'm foolish. And like during that entire thing, like you can see them almost moving to the music. You can see them trying to time it to the music, and I think that that does hurt the scene a little bit, even though it is very, very, very steamy. Um, Even if you hate the film, you got to admit that the soundtrack absolutely slaps and is filled with absolute bangers. I Am Staring at You, Earned It, and Love Me Like You Do. I mean, I absolutely love the ever loving hell out of these songs, and I turn the radio up at full blast whenever I hear Love Me Like You Do playing on the radio. Sam Taylor Johnson treats this material with legitimacy, and you can feel it in the cinematography and editing. This feels like an independent art house film on a studio budget. I mean, that's actually very much a positive. But at the same time, I think that the problem is that Sam Taylor Johnson was really trying, again, trying to bring like some legitimacy to the material versus just giving us the material as is, from the book, just treating it like it is in the book. So like she was really trying to bring something to the table, and trying to make it, seem more than it actually is. This is the first film in a franchise that has been dragged. Okay, now before I get to the wrap up there, yeah, let's talk about the supporting cast. Eloise Mumford, I love her as Kate, but Kate is definitely like one of my bigger criticisms about this film because, like, in the book, it really does feel like she is the voice of reason. She is the one to kind of tell Anna to slow down, try to protect Anna. Whereas in this film, her character, other than like one or two moments, really does feel more like that, go get the dick friend. And I feel like that really did like a disservice to her character. Like I was not really a big fan of how they changed her in the film versus how she is in the book. Um, all the supporting cast is really great in this. I mean, like you got like, I mean, the best of the best, which is like one of the great things I always love about these booked entertainment adaptations is that they always seem to get like top-notch actors for this material. Like no matter like what you think of the material, like they always seem to attract like the best actors to these things. I mean, whether it be the Hunger Games, whether it be Twilight, whether it be the 50 Shades franchise, or whether it be even the Kissing Booth, like they really do attract like a lot of top notch, or even the After franchise, because I'm sure that there are some After fans out there who are screaming After. Yeah, no, like they always seem to attract the best, the best, the best talent. So you got like Eloise Mumford, you got Marcia Gay Harden, you got Rita Ora, you got Luke. I mean, I'm just gonna repeat the cast again. I mean, you got Jennifer Ely, you got Dakota Johnson, Jamie Dornan, Victor Rusk. I mean, Max Martini. Oh my God, I wish Taylor had more to do in this film. I really love Max Martini, and I really wish that he had like a lot more to do in this film. This is the first film in a franchise that has been dragged through the mud, and to me, it never deserved even a tenth of the hate that it gets. When the film came out, movie theater workers were taking pictures of wet seats and claiming it was from the 50 Shades screenings. Pictures of cucumbers wrapped in condoms from same ones also popped up. The truth is that movies with a majority female fan base audiences tend to get shamed and attacked. 50 Shades, Twilight, After, Kissing Booth, just to name a few. Not everyone has to love these, but reactions I've seen go beyond dislike and into outright shame. We as a society have a problem wherein we shame women for what they love music, movies, books, magazines, views, etc. This didn't deserve the hate. Dornan and Johnson turn in legit performance, as do the supporting cast. The soundtrack score is absolutely pitch perfect. The cinematography by Seamus McGarvey is absolutely fantastic. This has always been a film I've had a soft spot for. You'll bet your ass I'll defend it. You can also bet your ass I'll always defend movies aimed at women. And I can also credit the 50 Shades franchise along with Twilight about why I made this channel in the first place, like why I started to switch the channel over into an after series channel, because I wanted, women, girls, to be able to have a channel to come to where they can see somebody who looks at like me, who will actually, fangirl out with them, who won't just call, the stuff that they like, the crimes against cinema, which this film really isn't. I saw plenty of worser stuff back in 2015. I saw plenty of worse things as the films were coming out. So I mean, like, yeah, I don't think it deserved even a tenth of the hate that it got. I thought that people were just piling on because they smelled blood in the water. And to me, I really do love the hell out of this film, despite all the flaws that it does have. This for me, I said it on Letterboxd. I'll say it here. This for me is 5 stars. Will I nominate it for awards? Probably not, like outside of like some technicals like the cinematography or the songs or something like that. But yeah, no. And also, I'm being like the one person who will actually say it. Dakota Johnson, Jamie Dornan. Maybe them I'll put up for some stuff. But and the production design, but like, yeah, like some of the technicals, yeah, but like this is not meant to be an Oscar worthy film. The filmmakers know it, I know it, you know it. This is not meant to be an awards worthy film. So that's why I'll give it a 5 star rating. That's why I'll give it a 5 star rating, because again, my ratings are a little bit different than everybody else's, because just because I give a 5 star to 50 Shades, that is not the same as giving a 5 star to say Anora, which I have not seen, but based on everybody that I trust, giving it 5 stars, I'm probably going to give it 5 stars. So it's not really the same kind of film. So if you ever see me give something on Letterboxd, like 50 Shades, like, oh, that's a 5 star, but then you also see me give Anora 5 star. I'm not saying that Anora and 50 Shades are on the same wavelength. I'm just saying that I grade them on different curves here. So yeah. Anyway, for me, this is a 4.5, 5 star movie. I could even probably go like a little bit lower, because I'm gonna go like a little bit higher on 50 Shades Darker. But yeah, no, I'll go 4 stars on this. So yeah, jump down to the comment section below. Let me know what you think about all this. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your continued love and support. As always, remember, if you like what you see here and you want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and let's go through all the stuff you'll be able to find on this channel right now. So I'll be bringing you guys constant updates on the After Film series. It ends with us, Hush Hush, The Mister, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, Sunrise on the Reaping, Crave, Midnight Sun, the animated series, Red, White, and Royal Blue 2, the Culpables franchise, and so many more booked entertainment adaptations as we go through the life of this channel. You guys are going to be so updated, you'll be begging me to stop the updates. Because I was terminated for so long, there's still some stuff from after we collided that I do have to catch up on, including topic videos, and those are coming sooner rather than later. As always, remember, this channel would not be able to grow to the heights that it has without you guys, and so for that, I'm eternally grateful. I know there are plenty of fans out there, old and new, who have no idea, absolutely no idea that this channel exists, or this even back from termination in the first place. So please keep sharing the channel. Please keep spreading the word of Charles's movie channel, because this will easily be one of the best, not the best, booked entertainment adaptation channels you'll find right here on YouTube, or dare I say anywhere. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep sharing. My name is Charles. Welcome to the Booked Entertainment Adaptation channel. I'll see you later, Booked Entertainment fans. Take care, y'all. Love you.